Today we are going to solve Cambridge Lower Secondary Checkpoint April 2020. هنحل مع بعض paper 1. Question number 1. The list contains the names of different parts of a cell, cell membrane, cell wall, chloroplast. Complete the table by placing ticks in the correct boxes. Part of a cell, where the part is found only in animal cells, only in plant cells, in both animal and plant cells. Before we solve this question, let's review together the differences and similarities between the animal cell and the plant cell. And the animal cell type. There are some parts present in both plant cell and animal cell. What are these parts? We have C, M, and L. The first part is cell membrane, cytoplasm, mitochondria, and nucleus. So these are the 4 parts present in both types. What about the parts that are present only in the plant cell? 3. C, S. The first C, cell wall. The second C, chloroplast. The third C, the third one is S, the sap vacuole. Okay, let's solve the question now. Cell membrane is found where? Great, in both animal and plant cells. Cell wall, plant cells, chloroplast, plant cells. Question 2. This question is about the properties of metals. Draw straight lines to match the property with the use. Let's look at the properties and the uses. Sonorous, strong, ductile, hard. What comes into your mind when you hear the word sonorous? A bell. علشان السونورس ده when a sound is produced when an object is struck. زي صوت الجرس. Okay? Full and loud sound. طيب. What else is easy to solve? Electrical wires. Ductile. Ductile means drawn into a wire. Hard. The drill bit. البنطة بتاعت الشنيور. It's hard. Strong. The bridge across a river is strong. Question 3. Metals are used to make electrical wires because they conduct electricity. Metal, plastic. So the wire is made up of a metal. The plastic is put around the electrical wires. We all know that the wires are made up of copper. It is covered with plastic. Why do we cover the wire with plastic? We need here 2 reasons. Reason number 1, because plastic is what? Plastic is we need a keyword here, great insulator. Okay, what could be the second reason? To prevent electrocution, which is injury caused by electric shock, and you can say also to make the wires safe. Next question. Read the sentences about the physical properties of metals. Tick the box next to the correct sentence. All metals have low melting point. No. Some metals are gases at room temperature. No. All metals conduct heat. True. All metals are brittle. Of course, this is wrong. So this is the correct answer. All metals conduct heat. Next question. Blasi uses the internet to find out about our solar system. She finds a very old model of our solar system. Okay, let's look at the model to see. According to the old model, Earth is in the middle, then the moon moving around the Earth, then planets moving around the Earth. The Earth is at the center. Also, the sun is orbiting the Earth type. Scientists thought that the Earth was at the center. The orbits in the old model show the other objects moving around the Earth. Scientists today know that the Earth is not at the center of the solar system. What's at the center of our solar system? Actually, the sun. The sun is at the center of our solar system. Next question, write down 2 other things that are incorrect in the old model. Let's go up and check. What's incorrect about this old model? What do we have here? The correct information about this model is that the sun doesn't move. Also, the order of planets is not correct because the order of the planets is we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These are the inner planets and these are the outer planets. So the order of the planets is not correct. The sun doesn't move and the planets do not move around the Earth. يبقى نختار أي اتنين من دول ونكتبهم. We can write the sun doesn't move. We can write the order of planets is not correct. Next question, write down one thing that is correct in the old model. What's the correct information that you can get from this old model? That the planets actually move in orbits and the moon moves around the Earth. يبقى نختار أي واحدة من الاتنين ونكتبها. So we can write the moon moves around the Earth. Okay. Next question, number 4. This question is about blood vessels. Draw a straight line from each cross section. Lil correct letter showing where the blood vessel is found. Okay. This question is about the blood vessels. What are the types of the blood vessels? We have artery, we have vein, and we have the blood capillary. Artery, vein, capillary. A for artery, so the artery carries or transports blood away from the heart. Vein is to the heart, and the capillary connects the artery to the vein. Regarding the wall thickness, which blood capillary has the thickest wall? The wall is actually very thick in the artery. So which one is the picture of the artery? So this is actually a picture of an artery. This is a picture of a vein. This is a picture of a blood capillary. طيب. If we need to match the cross sections with the blood vessels, here, from the heart, so away from the heart, it's an artery. This is the artery. The capillary, this is the capillary. The vein to the heart. The vein to the heart. Okay. Name the types of blood vessels labeled A and C. A عندنا A هو ال artery and C is the vein. يبقى A هو ال artery and C is the vein. Next question. The picture shows three different elements and their state at room temperature. Which two of these elements flow easily at room temperature? We have here solid iodine, liquid bromine, and chlorine gas. Which two of these elements flow easily? Flow. The property to flow easily is for the liquids and the gases. So, which two elements here flow easily? We have liquid bromine and chlorine gas. So, liquid bromine and chlorine gas, they flow easily. Top next question. What's the chemical symbol for chlorine? It's Cl. C should be uppercase, the L lowercase. Or if you write Cl by 2, which is the formula for the chlorine gas, it's also correct. Chlorine gas fills the jar. Explain why a gas fills a jar. What's specific about the gas particles that make it fill the container they are in? Let's see our options. Forces between the particles push them apart. No. The particles are free to move. That's correct. The particles can easily be squashed into a small space. No. We are not talking about this property. We are talking about how do they fill the jar. The particles increase in size to fill the space. This doesn't happen. So the correct answer is the particles are free to move. Next, question 7. Liquid bromine easily evaporates. Explain what happens to the particles when a liquid evaporates. When a liquid evaporates, it changes from the liquid state into the gaseous state. Evaporate means heat is applied. So, evaporation means heat is applied. Heat is applied means what happens to the particles. So the particles gain energy. After the particles gain energy, what happens to the attraction forces between them? They overcome the attraction between them. And finally, the particles move faster and change to the gaseous state. So when the liquid is heated up, what happens to the particles? They gain energy. After they gain energy, they overcome the attraction and so they move freely and faster. Next question. Mia investigates sound. She makes a sound using a loudspeaker. The sound is detected by the microphone. Describe how the sound travels from the loudspeaker to the microphone. Sound is a form of energy. How does sound waves travel? It should travel through a medium. And here, what's the medium for sound waves to travel through? The medium is actually air. So what happens? So the sound is detected by the microphone. The air particles vibrate. The air. هنا الكويستشن بيقول لي describe how the sound travels. I need 2 marks. I need to write 2 points. So the air particles vibrate and collide with each other until they reach the microphone. You should mention here the vibration, the colliding till they reach the microphone. Remember the compression and rarefaction that we drew before. We have compression then we have rarefaction, we have compression, then rarefaction, and so on. This is how the sound waves travel. Mia draws the wave she sees on the oscilloscope. She makes the sound louder. What does it mean she makes the sound louder? She means that she makes the sound louder, that we have here greater amplitude. Let's remember what was the amplitude. This is actually the value of the amplitude. Type. Here, greater amplitude. Draw this wave on the oscilloscope. Let's draw together the wave. We need greater amplitude. يعني the waves should be higher. طب let's draw together the waves. Okay. كده. Greater amplitude. Great. So this is greater amplitude يعني louder sound. طيب. She makes the sound a higher pitch. A higher pitch means greater great frequency. Greater frequency means the number of waves per second or per unit time increase. طب draw this wave. يبقى we need to draw. يعني if we have here like 1, 2 waves, so we need to draw more waves علشان greater frequency. يبقى كده. This means I have what? I have greater frequency. Next question. This question is about the life cycle of a plant. These processes take place in the life cycle of a plant. Okay. Fertilization, pollination, seed formation, seed germination. Put the processes in the order in which they occur in the life cycle of a plant. السؤال ده سهل جدا. We have first the seed germination. After seed germination, what happens? Great, pollination. After pollination, fertilization. The last one is seed formation, اللي هو seed production. Type. The diagram A and B show two different types of seed. يبقى عندي seed A and seed B. Suggest the method of dispersal. The method of seed dispersal here is different. Why is it different? It depends on the shape actually here of the two seeds. Like for example, if we look at the first one, seed A, we'll find that it seems that they have hooks. So if you have hooks, this means you can be attached to the hair or the fur. So method of seed dispersal هنا we can say by animals. Why do we say by animals? Because it has hooks. So it attach to the hair or the fur. Now let's look at the other one. If we look at the other seed, this looks actually feathery and it looks like it's lightweight. So feathery and lightweight, it could be dispersed by what? By wind. Great. Why? Because it's feathery and lightweight. Great. Next question. Look at the diagram of the structure of a lithium atom. There are 3 electrons in a lithium atom. How many protons are there in a lithium atom? Type. It's mentioned here we have 3 electrons. So the number of electrons is equal to 3. Type. How many protons? والسؤال اللي بعده how many neutrons? Okay. Electrons 3. As we know, the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons, equal 3. يبقى proton 3. Protons 3. طيب, how many neutrons here? Let's check the nucleus علشان النيوكليوس عبارة عن number of protons plus النيوترونز. طب how many parts are present inside the nucleus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is equal to the proton plus the neutrons. طيب, البروتون already we know it's 3. And the unknown here is the neutron. So how many neutrons? 4. So the number of neutrons is equal to 4. Very simple and easy question type. A sodium atom contains 11 protons. Draw the structure of a sodium atom. Okay, let's look at this model. We have to draw another diagram but for a sodium atom. طيب, let's draw our sodium atom. First, sodium has 11 protons. So how many electrons? 11 electrons. Okay, and if we check the periodic table, we will find that the mass number of the sodium is 23, which means 23 is equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. Proton is equal to 11, here 23. So what's the number of neutrons? So the number of neutrons is equal to 12. So these are the data given to draw the sodium atoms. Type. Let's start with the nucleus. Okay, this is our nucleus. The nucleus has protons and neutrons. We have how many protons? 11. Let's make it with a different color. For example, brown. Okay, so we have 11. Type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 protons. How many electrons? Let's make the electrons green. We have how many electrons? We have the neutrons here inside, 12 neutrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have the nucleus having the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. طيب, how many electrons? 11. بنوزع الالكترونز دول ازاي؟ 2, 8, 1. 8, 9, 10, 11. And we have here 3 energy levels. يبقى نرسم أول energy level. The first one. The first one, the second one, and the third one. نظبط ده. Type. How many electrons? 11, 2, 8, 1. نوزع الالكترونز بتوعنا. يبقى عندنا أول واحدة فيها 2. بعدين 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. بعد كده 1 electron in the outermost shell أو energy level. So this is a model of a sodium atom. طب next question. Mike investigates the strength of magnets. He puts the magnet on top of his hand, puts the bottom of his hand onto 24 paper clips, lifts his hand up, counts how many paper clips have been attracted, repeats with different magnets. Here are the results. يبقى عندي هنا Mike حط المagnet on the top of his hand. He put 24 paper clips and he was checking different magnets. عندي magnet A, B, C, D, E. 5 magnets. هنا magnet A picked up 24, B 24, C 7, D 19, and E 12 magnets were picked up. What's the question? Mike concludes that magnet A and magnet B are both strong. He cannot conclude which of these magnets is stronger. Why he cannot conclude which one is stronger? علشان هنا actually magnet A and magnet B both picked up 24 magnets, which was the total number of magnets. So he cannot say which one is stronger because the answer is because both magnets picked up 24 paper clips. The next question, describe what he could do to find out which magnet A or B is stronger. How to know A or B is stronger? He can do what? He can use more paper clips. عشان هنا التوتال كان 24 ومagnet A picked the 24, magnet B picked the 24. طيب, he could increase the number of magnets to see which one attract more paper clips. So what he can do? He can use more paper clips. Great. Next question. Pierre repeats Mike's investigation. Here are Pierre's results. برضو بالmagnets number of paper clips 18 22 1 13 6. لو بصينا للvalues بتاعت بيير هنلاقيها أقل من الvalues بتاعت مايك. هنا مايك كان عندي 24 24 7 19 12. أما بيير عندي 18 22 1 13 and 6. طيب, what's the difference between the results here? إيه الديفرنس ما بينهم؟ هنا fewer number of paper clips were picked up. يبقى هنا fewer paper clips picked up. Okay. The next question, suggest why the results are different. هنا Pierre uses the same paper clips, the same magnets. طيب, يبقى إيه what is making the results different؟ يبقى نفس البيبر كليبس ونفس الماجنت. يبقى ايه الحاجة الفاريبل عندي هنا اللي اتغيرت؟ هي الهاند، بييرز هاند. يبقى الديفرنس حصل بسبب بييرز هاند because their hands are different. يبقى دي الإجابة and their hands are different. Next question. Egg white contains a protein. An enzyme digests protein in the stomach. يبقى egg white contains a protein. An enzyme digests protein in the stomach. Class 9 investigate how changing the pH affects the time it takes for the enzyme to digest the egg white. This graph shows the results of the investigation. عندنا هنا graph to show the pH of a mixture and عندي time على y axis, time to digest the egg white in minutes. Time. Which pH has the shortest time of digestion? مين ال pH اللي خدت the shortest time؟ هنا ال shortest time. So you can write pH is equal to 2. If you write any value in the range between 2 and 2.5, it's actually correct لأن هي دي المنطقة that has the shortest time of digestion. يبقى if you write any value between 2 and 2.5, يبقى between 2 and 2.5, it's considered correct. Next one. The class want to be certain that they have found the shortest time. Describe two things the class does to be certain. طيب. يبقى عندي هنا they want to be certain about إن ده shortest time. What can they do? To be certain from an experiment, أول حاجة, the first thing that comes into our mind, repeat the experiment. يبقى repeat the experiment. تاني حاجة ممكن يعملوا ايه؟ They can test between the pH 1 and 3 علشان يتأكدوا من results. يعملوا testing ما بين pH 1 و pH 3 علشان يتأكدوا من results بتاعتهم. يبقى they can also test between pH 1 and pH 3. Okay. Next question. State one safety risk of using liquids with a very low pH. Very low pH يعني very acidic. Very acidic يعني ايه السيفتي ريسك اللي ممكن تتعرض له؟ ان الأسيدك substances they are corrosive. What might happen? It would harm the skin. You could also write it would burn the skin. Okay, either harm or burn the skin because it's corrosive. طيب, describe one way of reducing this safety risk. How can you protect yourself when you are handling the very acidic substances? You can do what? You can wear gloves. If you write wear gloves, it's enough. Someone else might write wear the safety goggles to protect your eyes. Or you can also wear the lab coat. You can also do what? Do not smell or taste the acid or the liquid. So mention any of these will be correct. State one variable the students must control in this investigation. في الانفستيجيشن دي they are checking the time to digest the egg white regarding the pH. طيب, يبقى ال pH بتتغير والتايم بيتغير. What should they make constant to control the investigation? Great, the temperature. They have to keep the same temperature. Keep the same temperature because the activity of the enzyme changes on different temperature ranges. What else can they do? Regarding the enzyme, what could they control regarding the enzyme? They can also control the amount or concentration of the enzyme. Okay, great. Mention only one answer from those. Next question. Jamila and Ahmed investigate displacement reactions. نفتكر كده ايه هما ال displacement reactions. Reactions where more reactive elements displace أو push بيزقوا the less reactive element. They put drops of different solutions into the dimples of a spotting tile. They then add metals to each solution. The diagram shows their experiment. يبقى عندي هنا الاكسبيرمنت عندي zinc metal, magnesium, copper, iron وعندي السولوشنز zinc nitrate, magnesium nitrate, copper nitrate and iron nitrate solution. طيب, Jamila and Ahmed looked to see if a reaction takes place, suggest what they might see if a reaction takes place. فاكرين في التوبيك بتاع الchemical reactions عندنا evidences of a chemical reaction اللي يخليني أقول reaction is happening أو reaction happened. What do you observe? Great, the color change. You can also observe the fizzing أو the bubbles formed. Like if you add vinegar to baking soda, a gas will be formed. It makes fizzing. This is a proof that a reaction is happening. What else you could notice? You could notice like some form of coating. يعني a new substance is formed. So all these are evidences that you might see to confirm a reaction is happening. If you also write odor change, you might smell an odor. Or you can write actually temperature change, because some reactions are exothermic, others are endothermic. So any of these answers is correct. Next question. They record the results in a table. They put a tick if there is a reaction, cross if there is no reaction. Here are some of the results. هنا نبص ونشوف ال reactions اللي حصلت. Complete the table to predict the results for magnesium nitrate. المفروض أكمل البارت بتاعة المغنيسيوم نيتريت، مش معمولة البارت دي. اوكي، يبقى المفروض اكمل البورت بتاعت المغنيسيوم نيتريت. طيب نبص للريزلتس عندي في التيبل الاول and let's conclude what's happening. طيب if zinc is added to copper nitrate, zinc replaces الكوبر، يبقى zinc بيزق، يبقى لو الزنك added للكوبر نيتريت، الزنك بيزق الكوبر، يبقى مين more reactive؟ الزنك، يبقى الكوبر تحت. طيب اوكي، zinc reacts with iron nitrate، يبقى الزنك زق الايرون، يبقى الايرون برضو تحت الزنك. طيب خلصنا الزنك، نروح على المغنيسيوم. المغنيسيوم pushes out الزنك، يبقى المغنيسيوم أعلى في الأكتيفيتي سيريز. طيب المغنيسيوم بيزق الكوبر، المغنيسيوم بيزق الأيرون، يبقى المغنيسيوم is on the top of my list. طيب نيجي للكوبر. الكوبر cannot replace the zinc، صح. الكوبر cannot replace the iron، يبقى مين أعلى؟ يبقى الأيرون أعلى من الكوبر. أوكي. طيب regarding الأيرون cannot replace the zinc، الأيرون can replace the copper، يبقى هنا الأيرون can replace the copper في reaction حصل. يبقى أنا ترتيبي كده للإليمنت صح. يبقى magnesium the most reactive, the least reactive is the copper. Okay. طيب the reactivity series shows the metals in order of reactivity. Which of the four metals is the lowest in the reactivity series؟ مين ال lowest؟ قلنا الكوبر. اوكي. طب في جزء في السؤال لسه ما حليناهوش هنا. They said the magnesium nitrate. طيب regarding the zinc، احنا قلنا المغنيسيوم the most reactive. كان ده، ناخد بالنا ان اول سؤال هنا بيقول complete the table، يبقى الزنك can replace magnesium no، copper can replace magnesium no، iron can replace magnesium لا، يبقى ولا element can replace magnesium، لان magnesium هو ايه؟ هو ال most reactive عندي في الترتيب ده. most reactive هنا المغنيسيوم. Okay. Next question. Complete the light rays in the three diagrams. A reflection, B refraction. نشوف الأول A. Here we have to complete the diagram. Use a ruler in the exam. Here this is the reflected ray. Okay. Regarding refraction, this is refraction. The last one, shadow formation. This is an opaque object, so we can draw this here. Here we can draw this way, and this one should be like that. Okay, so complete the word equation for aerobic respiration. Aerobic means I have what? I have oxygen. Glucose plus oxygen gives me what? Oxygen gives the carbon dioxide, the CO2, and water. This is the aerobic respiration word equation. By this, we are done with this exam. Hope you understood the information given. I hope it's beneficial. Thank you so much.